things that we really enjoy, to be honest, are cultural. Madrid really is a very fun place to live, and very welcoming, friendly people. I think one of our joys has been seeing the kids especially adapt to that, and well, becoming bilingual, making little friends, going to birthday parties, playing downstairs in the garden with other neighbours' kids as well. Just beginning to feel part of a community which is fun, which is different, which is exciting in many ways. And just beginning to feel that we can say hello and chat with neighbours and friends and be known in the community a bit, and not feeling like new kids on the block anymore. But definitely getting the language as well under our belts a little bit, and beginning to thrive in that. Do you think so?
Yeah, I think the language has been a particular challenge for me. But thankfully, I think I've passed, I made a bit of a breakthrough in that I can communicate and understand pretty much everything, but a lot more. And it's nice because you feel like you can actually start to make decent friends and hang out with people and have a laugh, and there's still elements of major frustration, and that it doesn't come naturally at all. And I think there is still a frustration in the friendship making process, in that being foreigners, having the cultural differences and the language differences just automatically produce a barrier. But to be honest, everyone has been incredibly accepting of us, and we don't feel like we're sort of ostracised because of that at all. If anything, kind of very much welcome. Yeah, it's definitely the harder option. It would be easier, and you probably feel much more settled much more quickly if you made friends with just English people, but we definitely think that the harder option is definitely going to produce more fruit in the long term, and already we're beginning to enjoy it more and more. And I think still one thing we find difficult is that people still look at us as if we're not part of the furniture, and we'll never blend in. Ever.
We've got some English roses as well. So.
It's strange and I guess exciting to think that actually, because we haven't officially launched yet as a church, so we're still in that process of getting established, and yet we've come so far. So in 3 years, it's amazing to see how we're slowly evolving. We've been meeting in home groups. We're having friends and invited guests coming into our home right here for a long time, and then now we're meeting in a central venue, which has kind of almost changed our strategy a little bit in terms of trying to gather people from different corners of the city, and so for me it's exciting to see how we're going on a bit of a journey, a process of testing things, experimenting with things, hearing God suddenly redirect us. And this latest stage is exciting. We don't know where it's going to go, but we love the fact that it's already facilitating a great alpha and follow-up course in the city centre there. And we've changed from home groups now to kind of missional groups where we're trying to be involved in our local communities. Sal's meeting up with ladies and kind of doing stuff like speaking in English while baking cakes, or to try and build relationships and be invitational and missional through that, and doing something similar with a language exchange thing in a restaurant on a Wednesday evening, where we kind of speak in English for half an hour and in Spanish for half an hour with friends to try and serve them and try and make friends and be intentional in reaching out that way as well. longing and praying for breakthrough in Spanish speakers.
Yeah.
We've got some fruit already. We can thank God for a lovely guy called Santi, who is a Madrid guy, heart and soul, and is a real blessing as he's getting integrated into us.
We're going into a new season, obviously expecting number 3.
Yeah, and
looking
looking very
larger.
You're blossoming is the
so yeah, just I think we're going to need a lot of grace in this next phase of working out life with as a family of 5 in living here, and I suppose being away from family and those sort of networks. But we're very excited about it, and really, really pleased that it's happening. But yeah, just grace for this next phase.